Yeah, Black Betty. Woo! All right, Black Betty is getting a makeover. She's big, she's black, she's beautiful, but she's going to be even better. Problem is, driving down the road when we got the tinted windows in the truck and pulling this being behind in the dark, we cannot see the trailer. Going around corners and everything, you just can't see anything. So we're going to mark it up. We're going to mark it up good. All these green spots already taped out right here. We are actually going to put amber LEDs all the way across every single one of these. I think there's a total of 38 going from front to back, actually on the sides, both sides, and then on the rears we're putting reds on the rears. All right, this part of the trailer wiring, we're going to do the junction box and hook that to the trailer cable that plugs into the back of the truck. So what we have here is we have the junction box. So this is a junction box here. It's got 7 different terminals in there. You can see you got the white, the black, the yellow, the red, the green, brown, and blue. I marked the tops with the colors. I didn't have a brown, so I didn't put a brown on there. But we're installing these. These are the penny lights that we're installing onto the trailer. So what we're going to need to do on here is we're going to take the terminals. I only have heat shrink terminals. I don't have any non-insulated or anything, so I'm just going to use those. We're going to hook those up to the, we're going to hook those up to a 7-way RV style trailer plug here. We won't be using center. That's going to be yellow for auxiliary. We won't be using that. We'll only be using 6. But we'll take our trailer wire here and connect that inside the junction box. We'll put a trailer end like this onto the connector. This part will plug into the back side of your truck. And I believe we're doing, I think it's 38. I think we're going to have 38 of the amber marker lights that are going on the trailers, or on the trailer. And I think we're going to have 9 reds on the rear. So ambers along the sides, except the last 2 in the rear, those will be red. And then the back side will be red all the way around. Again, only reason why we're doing it, it's overkill, but that trailer, well, Black Betty, is 30 feet long, and it's all black. You can't see that thing at nighttime when you're rolling down the road. So I want to make it so it's easier to see going around corners and everything. So we're going to start with this, get this all hooked up, and then we'll come back. I'm sure we're going to do a time lapse on everything, putting everything together, but this is what we have right now. All right. Junction box is all wired up. I got long length on the trailer end cable here, so I'll probably end up shortening this, and once I get the box hooked up onto the trailer. All the wiring on the trailer's there already, except for the new wires that are going in on these penny lights that we're putting in. So I'm just going to have to run those. More than likely, I believe that's just going to be my ground wire white right here, and should be running to green for my running lights, as long as everything's hooked up right on the trailer. I'm not sure what the wiring is on the trailer right now, but after this is put in, it should be a pretty simple process. Just have to finish drilling the holes in the trailer to put the lights in, and then wire everything up. Already did the junction box that's going to be going up front here, the front of the trailer. That'll be being placed right here. We got to replace the front of this cable as well, because it's got a pinch in it right here. We ended up pinching the trailer, and we ended up tearing into that harness. So we're going to replace that, replace the wires on the brake control, and put all the ambers in. This should help out a lot, because it's been a couple years in the making of having to put these lights in. We just never got around to it. All right, so we're starting to wire up the trailer. We got the junction box here. We put this on right here. These are the wires that we're dealing with right now. I'm not sure what kind of a utility trailer manufacturer puts wire nuts inside their trailer. Absolute garbage. So right now we're taking care of this, getting rid of all this crap, cleaning this stuff all up. Interesting. I mean, you can already see the corrosion on the wires coming in right here. That's just an absolute disaster. And this trailer is only, I think it's 2 years old. I think this is a 2023 or 2024 trailer. but that's what we're starting off to deal with. So I'm glad we're fixing it now. Junction box is wired up. One thing I will say, when you get these little grommets that go inside the box, don't use these when you're running your wires inside here. You'll have these ones that are filled cavities. Pop a single tiny hole in the center of those, push your wires and your loom all through there. So right now we're all hooked up, ready to go. We have this wire that's hanging down here at the bottom down here. That's the wire that's going to connect. It's going to run to the running lights. So that will be our ambers there. And then the only thing we'll have to do is we'll seal this up. We'll put this cover on here after we put the grommets in here. That'll be nice and sealed. We got the box with the battery inside here for the brakes inside there with the breakaway switch. That's all wired up. Everything's good to go. Only thing that's going to change, we're going to change the length on this cable because that's too long. All right, we're starting to put the lights in now. I just did a test run, so everywhere where you see these green all the way down, we're putting amber lights inside those. On the back one here, we started out, already put a red light inside here, so I'll start drilling out the holes and start putting the lights in all the way down, and then we'll wire them up after all the lights are already installed. Alright, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be installing those. So I got all 16 of these lights in right here across the bottom. So I did a red in the back and then all the way down. The rest are ambers inside here. I'm betting it didn't take to get all these in, all 16 holes cut and all put in maybe 15 minutes tops. The hardest part, I'll show you, there's a piece of steel that's underneath here. I wasn't sure how well that unibit was going to work. I flip-flopped back and forth between a 1/8 drill bit here and then a unibit up to 3/4 inch. I wasn't sure how well it was going to do. There's a piece of steel. Let me climb underneath here. There's a piece of steel, if you can see that, right up underneath here. So I had to go through the aluminum and then I had to go through the steel as well, all the way down with the lights. All right, we'll do this one in real time since I did all of them. I think it took 15 minutes both sides to do these. So I already put the pilot hole in here. The tape's on here so that catches all the so it's not chipping on here. We'll set this hole and then we'll set the grommet inside. Unibit cuts through fine, and then with this tape, when we peel the tape off here, it'll peel the hole clean. It'll peel all the shavings and everything off there. Then we can just clean out the hole, make sure there's no burrs. Grommet, set the grommet in, and then pop the light in. That's it. Oh look, Betty Lou's back. Just in time, just in time to help with the trailer. I'm over here slaving away and the girls, where they go?
For a bike ride?
Bicycle ride.
Hey, you kind of came with us. You have free will. Yeah.
It's a gorgeous day out. I think it's like 82 degrees in April in Michigan. So it was a good day for them to go for a bike ride and a good day for me to work on the trailer.
So the whole weekend's not wasted.
Was the bike ride fun?
Yeah, it was great. I got to eat some food.
Yeah, so you guys went for a bike ride, but then you ate?
Yeah, but it was healthy. But ice cream, maybe, later.
Nice.
I didn't know it was recording. Sorry, I just got that's all.
That's nice.
Oh wait.
What a dork. T-Bear, aka
What?
Betty Lou.
What?
What do we got going on today?
So today's the third day of installing the lights along the bottom of the trailer and the sides.
Along who's the trailer?
Black Betty.
Black Betty.
So
What'd I forget to do?
drill the hole to the to the back lights.
Did all the lights on the side, both sides of the trailer. Forgot to do the back. So I was down there wiring and I went, crap, I forgot to put the lights in the back. So we're going to drill these holes out right now and then I'll finish wiring everything up.
And it's way colder today, of course. It was perfect the past 2 days, so it's going to be a chilly day.
80 degrees in Michigan the last 2 days and now it's at,
like 45.
yeah,
Feels like a fall day.
lovely Michigan.
And this one over there hurt his foot. Well, he's had a foot issue for like 3 weeks.
Ever since we got back from Windrock.
Yeah, in Tennessee. So now you're gonna see in the video his cute little boot to help his foot feel better.
I just gotta let this be known. I absolutely hate doing electrical stuff. Every single time I do it. I got 6 more lights to do. I had to take a break because I was tired of laying underneath that trailer. But after these 6 lights are done, everything should be good. I just had to say again, I hate doing electrical stuff. I got good news. Did I tell you how much I hate working
I wasn't ready to film.
on electrical parts?
He hates it. He's said it about 117 times since he started this project.
117 and a half.
Yes.
Easily.
For sure.
But old Black Betty's done.
Yes.
Once it gets dark tonight, we'll check them out. Actually, I haven't even tested them yet, so I think she's done.
I'm sure they'll be blinding.
But we'll see. All right, we'll get back to you after it gets dark.
Okay, bye. Well, no, but that outfit is pretty bad.
Hey, Betty Lou,
Hey, what?
what do we got going on here?
Black Betty is completely done. She has
All her beautiful lights.
beautiful lights, like what, 30, wait,
She's big, she's black, she's beautiful.
32 lights?
Black Betty. 30,
I'm not good at math.
32, yeah.
Yeah, 32 lights, so take a look.
She's bright.
You are not gonna miss that going down the road.
Definitely bright. All the way down. Both sides. Amber's on the sides. Red's on the rear. And extremely bright at night. We shouldn't have a problem being seen now. The trailer's just so dark that you can't see it going down the road. We have tinted windows, so with the tinted windows on the car, it makes things 10 times harder to see.
It's awful.
Hey?
Yes. So this will be better, especially leaving for Kentucky and driving at night. It'll be a big help for everybody involved.
For sure.
And it's my peace of mind too.
Perfect.
See ya in Kentucky.
Yeah.
Unless you come up with some crazy plan in between, which might happen.
No plans. No plans. I'm old and I got a bad cankle. See ya.
Bye. So if you've seen lots of videos, you've seen a lot of work. on the outside of the trailer, but there hasn't been a lot of discussion of the inside. So we were looking to have a trailer that towed both side-by-sides, and we were tent camping, but then had the idea that we would convert a cargo trailer into a toy hauler so both machines fit, because no toy haulers fit 2 machines unless they're custom built. So he decided that he was going to build it because he's an overachiever, so that's what we did. So we're going to take a sneak peek on the inside. We'll do a lot more of a detailed tour of what was actually done and the time that went into it. But last fall, it was, I think, 300 man hours, was it?
Oh, it was like 600.
Oh yeah, 600.
It was a lot of work.
It was like 600 man hours that went into it. It was totally an empty cargo trailer. So let's go and take a look.
Just a quick sneak peek. We'll do an actual build video on it at a later date, but since we're doing lights on the outside, figure might as well show you what the inside of it looks like.
Okay. So this is what the inside looks like.
I'll fix that way.
As if, well, obviously it's set up for the part of hauling them. So the side-by-sides usually come up to here, and then here's a little kitchen area. We have the grill, microwave, fridge, and then just real quick, there's a mini split that stays super warm and super cool depending on where we're at, and it works great. Chairs, little tables that end up coming out for like eating, and then the back area turns into like a bedroom, and then the couch folds down into a couch or a bed, but we'll get into all that another time. But this is the bathroom. Again, it's set up for when we're trailering everything, so everything's kind of where it is for when we are towing. And then
Full-size shower. And the best part,
the toilet.
thou shall not poop in the camper. I don't listen to those rules.
Yeah, he doesn't, but everyone else does.
I built it. And the toilet in here. So we'll go over an actual build at a later date. Which is when we're doing the outside, we figure we just show you the inside as well.
And that's it. And then when we're in Kentucky, we'll be able to do a whole video too and show you what it looks like when it's set up for actual, like,
Yeah, camping in. When we bring the carpets out, put the
roll
beds
out
in.
the red carpet. But anyways, that's it.